In today's video, we see over 20 teardrop style campers from Overland Expo West. I will also be releasing 2 other trailer videos that include a utility and cargo style and a large travel trailer. And if you've seen my videos before, please subscribe. It helps out a lot.
This is Tristan with Cedar Ridge Campers. Beside me here is our Vega 2.0. This is a fully fiberglass composite trailer. This is our flagship trailer. Has all the bells and whistles, has a built-in water heater and furnace, the Truma Combi, if you're familiar with that. Also has a 23-gallon onboard water system. On the side here, you'll see our stove sink combo. This is one thing we're really well known for, is our slide outs. It has our sink and the stove out the side, so you don't have to have the mess in the galley. It also frees up all of the counter space there. So you have a wide open counter space for prep. All HDPE cabinetry, so you never have to worry about it rotting out. It'll just be there forever. That's kind of the way the whole everything on our trailers is kind of based around that. Zero maintenance, full fiberglass composite, so that way you never have to worry about it rotting out. Behind the license plate here, we have our water fill, and that's to the 23-gallon water tank. On the side here, we have our pantry drawer, and this is the standard configuration on all the Vega 2.0s. Between the slide outs, we also have our battery system. Standard is a 105 amp hour lithium battery system. This one has a 320 amp hour lithium battery upgrade. We can also go up to 640 amp hours. If you're wanting to run a rooftop AC, you can do that as well. All red arc electronics to run your power system. On the side here, you'll see our full stand-on fenders, also our chassis. This one is a powder coated chassis over top of galvanized. Galvanized is standard, so you never have to worry about it rusting out. Another couple things with our chassis is all of our wires are ran inside. Wires and hoses are ran inside the chassis, so you never have to worry about your wires getting caught up on the trail. You can drag the chassis across the ground and you don't have to worry about any rocks tearing up your wiring or your plumbing. Also with the chassis, we have full rock sliders. They're all welded in. You can actually use these rock sliders, so you don't have to worry about damaging your trailer. Up top on this one, we have our shower tent, which we don't have opened up here. And then, as you can see here, we have the Zero Breeze Mark III plumbed inside if you choose that AC option. Let's move up front here a little bit more. Got our roam box on the front. This is a pretty standard configuration. This isn't standard with the trailer, but this is how a lot of customers set up their trailers. It's either a roam box or bike racks on top of our refrigerator box. We also, on this side, have our propane, which runs the entire trailer, both your water heater, furnace, and then also the stove in the back. It's all plumbed directly to this tank. Up front, we have the ARC 750 series jack, so you can easily roll your trailer around. It's also a super heavy duty jack, so you're not worrying about breaking it. Also standard on the Vega 2.0 XT is the Cruise Master DO35 with the handbrake, so you can lock your brakes. That's super handy when you are either rolling your trailer around camp. If you're on a little bit of hill, you have some control. You can just grab that brake, and also once your trailer is parked, you don't need wheel chocks or anything. You can just pull your brake and it's stationary. On this side, we have IceCo APL 55. This box fits that refrigerator perfect. We choose to put our refrigerators up front in a tongue box versus in the galley. Main reason, you can get a bigger refrigerator, and then also it frees up all that space in the galley where you can have the stove and the sink, and you don't have your refrigerator taking up the entire galley. Before we go on the inside, just talk a little bit about our doors. So these are custom Arctic turn door that we get built for us. It's a 30 by 36, so it's a large door. It's bigger than pretty much any other door in the industry, so it's easy to get in and out of. Also have the flat panel acrylic windows. These are super sweet. They open outwards so that you can have them open while it's raining to get that all important ventilation. Then also built into these windows is a shade and a screen. On the side here, we also have our full-size spare tire that comes standard on the XT. And it's mounted up on top of the fender instead of mounted to the body that way. These tires are heavy, so if you have it mounted to the body, it can cause stress on the body. So that way, having it on the fender, you don't have to worry about that. Moving on to the inside of the Vega 2.0, this is an actual full size, or a full queen size bed, so 6'6" long and 58 inches wide. We got all HDP cabinetry in here as well. Up here we have our lights with the dimmer switch. Then we have 110 plugs, which is hooked up to the inverter, so you can run, a lot of people have CPAPs, different things like that, you can run on the interior. Also we have 12-volt plugs, as well as USB, micro USB, and then porch lights on each side. Here's your controls for your Truma Combi, so that runs both your water heater and your furnace. The return for the Truma Combi here is in the middle, and then we also have vents out each side, blows your warm air out. Big cabinetry, you can get about a week's worth of clothing in these. They're about 14 inches deep and 20 inches tall. And then on this one we have the Zero Breeze, so these are the vents what come in for that. Up top we also have a Stargazer window. It's a nice way to just open up the interior. Then a magnetic cover that goes over that to black it out. And then up top we have the Max Air Deluxe fan, so you can have that open while it's raining to get that ventilation as well. Up front here we have our reading lights, so they're a little touch light, super handy. Then also a little shelf for your phone. And there's a USB here on the side of the light for charging your phone. Also here is cup holders on each side. These are all standard features. And there is also under mattress storage on each side. There's a pretty good size area. It's about 3 inches deep. It's a good place to put both towels, jackets, different things like that, which you aren't getting to all the time. Up top on this trailer, we have our 23-0 270-degree awning. So that wraps around the back and that covers up your stove and your sink, so you don't have to worry about cooking in the rain. These awnings are super awesome. They also have lights underneath them to light up your area. If you want to get more information about our trailers, check us out at cedarridgecampers.com. We also have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You can check us out on there as well.
This is Troy with Escapod Trailers here at Overland Expo West 2025, and I'm here to show you the new Topo 2 MTB. So this is our new special edition mountain bike and gravel bike special edition, and we'll start here in the tongue box. So this trailer is all fiberglass, single piece, monocoque design. This is our tongue box storage here. We've got a little light there for getting in all your gear at night. We've got the special rock guards on the front to protect from those aggressive tires. Rock rails there to protect from stumps and big boulders. And then I'll show you the inside of the cabin. Inside the cabin here, we've got our cabinets. Then we've got our headboard storage. That's large enough that my two kids that are 9 and 12 can get in there at the same time. This is actually a residential queen mattress, 6 inches thick. We've got our nightstands with your quick chargers, your USB ports, and you'll notice we have this custom molded soft interior. So it's like the inside of an automobile. You got your mud room here for your shoes, your coat hooks up here on top, on both sides. Obviously the dual doors, so you don't have to crawl over your partner to get in. And then lastly is our entertainment center here in the center, where you can add a laptop or a iPad or tablet. You could add air conditioner or go with a fan. And then I'll show you one key feature is our Stargazer window. Now you've got plenty of way to see out at night and get lots of air. Lastly, let's go around to the galley. This special MTB edition of the galley. We've got our partnership with Feedback Tools, so you've got all your bike tools there. We have our new swing out rack with your feedback bike clamp, Rotopax tank, and then the Kuat piston ion RV rated, off-road rated bike rack for e-bikes. Now in the galley itself, as a standard Voyager, you have your stove, utensil drawer, our sponge and spice drawer, your sink, your shower for your hot and cold water, and then we've added the ARB fridge so you can keep all your yummy items nice and cold. And then lastly, your table there becomes your cabinet cover when you're in transit. Thanks for taking a look at the MTB with Escapod Trailers. If you want some more information about our trailers, the Escapod Topo 2 series, check us out at escapod.us. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Ryan with Salgado with Mammoth Overland. We are an aviation company turned overland company. We specialize in high strength, lightweight aluminum trailers. and they can basically go anywhere your rig can go. This particular one is ELE. It stands for Extinction Level Event. It's got a whole bunch of bells and whistles, total bug out trailer, zombie proof basically. Key points there are it's got a positive pressure cabin, so we can filter in air. It goes through a medical grade filter behind me, but that gives about a quarter PSI of positive pressure when the submarine doors are closed. That gets germs out, gets the smoke out, so good in the wildfires and stuff like that. And each trailer comes with a fridge, sink, stove. It's propane powered. Comes with a nice heater, and it's a king-size bed as well. Got 21 gallons of water, bunch of storage here as well for your food and goodies. It's got a hitch, 500-pound rating in the back there. Put your bikes, put your motorbike. Of course, all the articulation comes from this independent timber and suspensions. And as we move here on the front, I'll show you the cabin, which is where all the goodies are. So the ELE, like I said, it's a total bug out. It's basically a bunker on wheels. It's got bear spray defense, so we have a can in each of these black boxes here that can be triggered from the inside. So if there's bears or anything else you don't want around, you can go ahead and deploy the bear spray from the inside. Each of the corners has a camera. Here's one up top, and it's visible with your security footage inside. Basically, it's mission control. So you're in the bunker, you see something you don't want on the cameras, you can deploy the bear spray. It's got an escape hatch out the top. We've got long rifle storage and short rifle storage, and king-size bed. This size trailer, nobody seems to be doing a king-size bed like that, and we stand apart. All the power and stuff is up front. You got 400 amp hours of battery. Comes standard with the ELE. You can always upgrade to get 800 amp hours. 2,000 watt inverter, more storage up here, of course, rotor packs, Pelican storage, front basket storage for your firewood and whatnot. And base weight on these ELE ones are 3,200 pounds. These are basically special edition models of our base HV cabin, which is 1,650 pounds. And these go for about 67,000 bucks. It's also got a drone launch up top. We have Dometics 12 volt air conditioning, the RTX 2000. It comes with a Starlink. On the way down to the expos, the whole team's driving down. We're working on the computers, getting Wi-Fi, and when you're out in the wilderness, you're tapped into the grid there with the Starlink. Traction boards, whole bunch of additional Molly panel attachments as you see fit. 33-inch tires. You can get any color you want. Honestly, it's a blast. Bunker on wheels. So that's the ELE. Mammoth Overland.
Hi, my name's Matt Reichel. I'm the owner of Boreas Campers out of Pueblo, Colorado. We are here in beautiful but windy and dusty Flagstaff, Arizona. Behind me I have a 2025 Boreas XT. We're going to do a quick rundown on it, give you the main specs, bits and pieces to it. So up front, all of our trailers come standard with the Cruisemaster DO35 multi-axis hitch. We import that from Australia. That has the built-in parking brake. It is the absolute gold standard in hitch systems for off-road trailers. As we move back here a little bit, we've got a 2-inch receiver up front, which really makes our chassis unique in this industry. So you can actually carry up to 5 bikes on the front of the camper without using the roof rack, without using the rear hitch and getting in the way of the kitchen. So you can do 3 here, and you can do 2 more up on top of the toolbox. You can also carry a dirt bike there up to 400 pounds. So very versatile utilitarian camper. Big storage box here. You can also get a luggage rack up top. This houses your batteries and solar controller and things like that. Moving back to the cabin here, we're running the turn windows on all of our doors, so that has the built-in screen, built-in shade, an acrylic window so it doesn't transfer temperature. Moving into the cabin here, a queen-size bed, 6'7" head to toe. You've got a bunch of storage inside. You can see you've got the Victron battery management system, Propex furnace, max air fan with a 12-volt AC option. So plenty of room in here for 2 adults, and you got the overhead cubby as well with reading lights, power points. Up top you've got our custom roof rack. Comes standard with 2 bars, but you can bolt on all sorts of different bars and awnings and accessories. The XT comes standard with 100 watts of solar as well, paired with a lithium 100 amp Battleborn. Moving around to the side here, you've got the standard straight awning, standard spare tire. We're running BFGs on everything here. And then underneath we've got the Cruisemaster suspension. So again, we import this in Australia, and we've been incredibly happy with this system. almost zero maintenance, great ride. Very pleased with it. And then we can come around here to the kitchen. We've got the Cook Partner stove here. That's an upgrade in the last couple years, 20,000 BTUs. This thing absolutely rips. So even on a windy day, you're gonna get that hot water for your coffee. You've got your sink tapped into 30 gallons of fresh water on board. You've got the Truma C60 refrigerator. Everything is on locking AccuRide slides, so nice and secure in the in or out position. You got a water tank gauge here, cabinetry up above for a bunch of storage, LED lighting throughout, and that's all on a dimmer as well, which is nice when you're really out in the sticks. Coming around to the side here, your propane, and we've got your hot water shower here. Again, tapping into that 30 gallons of fresh water. Up above it, you know, people typically add that shower room enclosure. Maybe they'll put a 180 or 270 on that rack system. Exterior lights, and then this whole camper is built with a structural composite panel. So it's an XPS foam core with a 2mm FRP skin. We like to use the FRP skin as opposed to an aluminum body. Aluminum loves to transfer temperature, so if it's hot outside, it's going to want to move that temperature in, same if it's cold. The nice thing about fiberglass as well is it's repairable. So if you damage or puncture that wall panel, it can be repaired, where aluminum, you really can't fix it back to showroom level because there's insulation behind it and you can't do any welding or anything like that. But yeah, this is our XT. This is our most popular model. This unit is truly turnkey, ready to camp as it sits, but plenty of options for air conditioning, extra batteries, solars, awnings, things like that. So make sure to check out our website, boreascampers.com. Check out our YouTube and our social media, or come in and check out the factory.
Hey, I'm Josh. I'm here with ARB, and today we're going to talk about our new ARB Earthcamper. I want to start off by talking about this kitchen here. So it's a full 3-burner kitchen with a sink, which all neatly packs up and slides away inside the camper itself. Super clean, super easy operation. On board to support the kitchen, we have a propane tank to run the stove, and of course water as well. We have a 37-gallon tank underneath here, so you can be using that for washing up, but also for showers. More on that later. Key feature of the Earthcamper is this exoskeleton. So we have the whole frame made from this tubular steel, and that gives us extreme strength and durability, especially in off-road conditions. Underneath the Earthcamper, we have our nitrocharger suspension by Old Man Emu. This is mounted in a vertical orientation with a 600mm trailing arm, which gives us a huge range of articulation and off-road performance. Moving around the Earthcamper, we have the ARB Zero fridge here. This is a dual zone fridge. It is 101 quarts. You can run it as 2 fridges, you can run it as a freezer, however you desire, depending on what you're carrying. Inside the Earthcamper, we have a whole range of different storage solutions. The camper comes with these nice little bags with clear tops, so you can see inside of what you might have. You keep your kitchen utensils, cooking pots, etc., all stored neatly in these sliding drawers. Up the front of the Earthcamper, that tubular frame continues along all the way through, and we have a Cruise Master hitch here. This gives us 360 degrees of orientation and articulation, again helping to keep the Earthcamper planted when we're off-road. We have netting for protection against stone chips and any sort of damage when you're trailing behind a vehicle, along with a bash plate across the front there as well for the more rough and rugged terrain. I said we'd talk more about water, so on board we have a hot water system here which allows you to take some nice warm showers, so you do get some of the creature comforts even in the remote wilderness here. Again, a whole range of specifically designed storage bags to fit the shape of the Earthcamper. We have up the front here a 1000-watt red arc inverter, which is communicating to a red vision system inside the camper. We'll show that as we continue to move around. To pair with the hot water system, we also have an ensuite awning room here. So this opens up and drops down to give you privacy, so you can have a shower if you're at a campsite or there's others around. On board we have storage for dual jerry cans, so you could use that for diesel, for gas, or of course for additional water storage as well. Inside the Earthcamper we have heaps of room. This whole floor and section all folds out to give you enough room to have a couple of tables and chairs in here for eating and you know, just hanging out with friends. We have inbuilt storage underneath, so this drawer system here, as well as additional storage underneath the mattress, of course, to store, you know, again, just as much as you can with whatever you want to bring with you on your trip. We have a full-size dual queen mattress up the front here. It's not air, it's a proper mattress, so it's super comfortable. Heaps of storage solutions around the Earthcamper, set of fans, reading lights. We will have air conditioning on our production model as well. And then of course up the front here we have the Red Arc manager system, so Red Vision, that's going to be the brains of the operation. That's controlling all of the electrical running throughout the vehicle, throughout the camper. Stepping back outside, I just want to quickly show, part of the allure of the Earthcamper is this whole shell here folds up back onto the end of the Earthcamper, and that's controlled electrically. So it's very easy to operate, one-person operation, super simple, super quick. Within 2 minutes you can be in bed as you pull over on the side of the road. There's heaps more features that we could talk about with the Earthcamper today, but we'll be here basically until the end of the weekend. So that's just a quick snapshot. If you have any questions, you can go to arbusa.com, fill out the registration form. We have these in production. We're hoping to get them in the USA market September this year.
Hey guys, so it's Chris Miller here with Offgrid Trailers. So today I want to walk you through our newest addition to the OGT family. This is our Pando 3.0 Midnight Trailer. So as you can see in the back here, you got your dual Dometic cooktop. Everything on this trailer is painted in our anti-skid coating. So it's the same paint that we have on our frame. This one, because it's a show model, has a few little bells and whistles. We've got a Bluetooth stereo, paper towel holder over here. The best part about these trailers is the secrets that we have hidden. So you've got an impact poly hammer inside of there. You've also got a shovel mounted on the side over there. Great little additions. We've done some very specific stuff with this trailer to make it stand out from the rest. So this is one of our newest trim models. So it comes with a 57-liter Dometic fridge as standard. You have a 14-gallon water tank as a standard here with an optional 19 down below. So that is a total of 33 gallons water. This trailer also has our new reinforced hitch, so it is good at 400 pounds at base, and even 2 foot out, it's still good at 400 pounds. Down below you can see we've got some easy lift stabilizer jacks, our 19-gallon water tank there in silver, and then this trailer's on our Timberleaf 3500 heavy duty suspension. So this trailer, because of the aesthetic and everything we were going for, unlike our traditional trailers which have 31-inch tires, this trailer's running 33-inch tires all the way around. So if we come around this side, I can kind of show you the show model. This one, it actually has the AC roughing and stuff. This is not considered standard in this build, but everything else that you see is pretty well standard. So the MOLLE panels, the awning, the shower enclosure. What we wanted to do with this is we basically wanted to make one price, one build, and give you everything as a standard so that there's no more guessing games. You don't got to play around on the website too much. It's just nice and easy. So if you take a look into the cabin here, you can see we've blocked out all the emblems, all the doors, everything. With this one being the show model, it's got a TV and an AC roughing, but you can see there's MOLLE panels on the 45, there's MOLLE panels around the doors. You've got a Max Van 7500 deluxe van up top. Another cool feature about this trailer is it actually comes with a new addition. So all of our trailers are typically running Dometics or Truma fridges. With this one, we've actually gone to the IceCo 58 quart or 55 liter fridge freezer. So it is a dual zone, fits into there perfectly. Another change that we did make for the Midnights as well as the 2025s is we've now added a shelf above the fridge, so you can put kind of your toiletries, your outside things up there, some recovery gear. When you get around the top here, you can kind of see you've got the front bin as standard, but we've also even gone to the next step and we've anti-skidded every single bar, the whole roof rack, so that there's no more scratching or marring. You have anti-skid coating on absolutely everything. So you can see up front you've got a 33-inch tire on a steel rim. So this is going to be standard with this build. You got a max coupler articulating hitch. It comes with the build, blacked out chains. This trailer is also outfitted with an ARC XO 750 jack. Because this is our show model, this one's got our new DC to DC charging. So we set up the trailer side and then we also give you a 20-foot cable for the vehicle side. So that's not included with this build, but it is an option that you can definitely get. When you come over here, you can see we've got our propane tank cover to just protect from any rock, grime, anything like that. You've also over here got a 30 amp charging port. So you can go 30 amp, 15 amp, and then as always, solar ready. So coming around the battery box, or I guess the power side here, We've got a couple different bags here. This is just your hardware for your awnings, your showers. This is the cable for the DC to DC charging for the vehicle or the customer side. We've got our 30 amp charging cord. This comes with the trailer. You get this as a standard. Inside this box we have 200 amp hour Renogy batteries. So these are lithium batteries as a standard. And then back here you can see we have our Progressive Dynamics 1000 watt pure sine wave inverter. So breakers down below. Because this one's outfitted with the DC to DC, you got the box up top. So everything is simple, easy to access. That's why we made this the way that we did, is because we basically wanted that one price, one build. We wanted to make the simplest build we could, as well as still offering you that OGT quality. So one more stop on the road here is the shower enclosure. So you have your shower enclosure here. You have a Truma AquaGo Comfort Plus as your hot water on demand. It also comes standard with a Truma Vario heat furnace. So that is a 4,000 to 12,000 BTU furnace. So as you can see, you've got your shower head here, you got hot and cold water at both taps, you got a furnace, you're ready to go for your next adventure. These trailers also are outfitted with the new Rask shower enclosure. So the shower enclosure here, it has the floor, ceiling, all built in. It's got a light bar inside. Best bang for your buck, best value in this market. So obviously dual purpose, as you can assume, but a really great option. So that pretty well wraps it up. As I mentioned, this is that one price, one build. So you can get into one of these Pando Midnights for $47.9. For more information, you can definitely take a look at our website. That's www.offgridtrailers.com.
Hi, my name's Lisa, here with Roadrunner Teardrops. We are debuting our 459 Roadrunner Xpedition deluxe model. It comes with solar, Bluetooth ready, where it has Bluetooth self-leveling. We have a portable solar panel as well. We also include, since it is a crossover model, we have a steel frame with a skid plate under our water tank. It's a 2x3/4 inch steel frame, so it is very hardy. 30-inch tires, all terrains, adjustable. Front tongue box with all the electrical. Also on the front, we have a hitch port where you can do either max coupler, lock and roll, or a ball hitch. Inside the tongue box is all the inverter, solar, Bluetooth, Renogy, all Renogy equipment. We have a rooftop rack for all your cargo needs, or a lightweight rooftop tent. A custom made by our fabrications, the same that made the frame, all steel. We also have our Iron Man awnings. One side is a straight awning, one side is our awning room with an annex room. They are quick disconnects. You also can attain access through the awning room into your cabin. And then we have our sofa bed. It's a sofa / couch, so it can fold down into a bed. And underneath we have underbed storage as well, very deep underbed storage. Gooseneck lightings for when you're sitting on the couch and want to read a book. We also have overhead swivel recessed lighting, stereo, vanity lights on the cabinets, a pass through to our kitchen galley. And then we'll walk around here to the outside. We have our custom fenders, also with their little Roadrunner feet. We really like that little touch. The magic happens in your kitchen, obviously. We have our Explorer Bear 50-quart fridge that has a slides out, locks down. 50-quart fridge or freezer, not dual zone, but it does hold a lot for your camping needs. This is our Cook Partner stove that hooks into your propane line. Lots of storage. Again, storage is a must in a teardrop camper. Slam latches for all your needs. These are slam latches to be tough, sturdy. And the AccuRide slides that we put on them are rated for what, 500 pounds? 500 pounds, so you won't have one fall off on you. Our frame is all anodized aluminum on the exterior. We have Baltic birchwood on the interior. The countertops, we also have what we are bringing to the table is that we are offering custom countertops. You can pick out your own colors, flooring options. The laminate also on the ceiling also is custom if you'd like. You can also custom match your fenders, tongue box and roof rack to match your vehicle as well. We have 20 gallons of fresh water underneath the rear of the galley with also a skid plate cradle to allow for, you know, off-road crossover model, so that way you don't damage your water tank while you're, you know, in some of those little bit rocky roads out there. Around the corner here is your hot water shower box. Again, it runs off of propane, so we will have a propane mount here. We ran out of a little bit of time to finish that up, but there is a 5-pound propane tank that goes here to run our hot water heater shower. If you want to learn more information about our teardrop campers, go to roadrunnerteardrops.com and you can find all the information you need about our campers there. This is a 459 crossover Xpedition model. Again, if you need any more information, you can find us there.
Hi guys, this is Steve from Imperial Outdoors at the Overland Expo in Flagstaff, Arizona. Another beautiful day here, and I get to show you our newest trailer. It's called the Outback 120. It is 2,500 pounds, full Cruise Master suspension. We have a individual door system on here. It has what we call a bear-proof screen. I don't know if that's guaranteed or not. We have 2 doors on this coach, 1 on each side. Dual compartment Dometic refrigerator. This also has the Cruise Master suspension, independent suspension. We have a nice little cooking area here where you can take care of the meals. And let me pop around the other side and I'll show you a couple other little things. So we also have 200 amp hours of lithium on this trailer. It is a 12 volt AC and it'll run for 12 hours straight without any sunshine. But if you've got some sun, you could probably run it indefinitely. Oh, this does make into a couch or a bed. And we got a little window up here which really brings in the light. One of the added options on here is the full awning. We have a 360-degree awning system on here. You can add walls to it very inexpensively, and all of a sudden you've got a rolling yurt. So many choices. There's multiple choices actually for the options on this coach. This is Steve from Imperial Outdoors, and you can catch us at imperialoutdoors.com, and we have dealers around the country that will help you.
Hi, I'm Ricky with Atlas Outdoors, and I'm here to show you the trailers that we've got here today. So we have the Teton X that you know us for. This is our tried and true flagship model. The base is about 3,000 pounds, and when you add options, you can get up to about 3,600 pounds. So you've always known us for a heavy duty trailer that it's built like a tank. It has the 2x5 steel chassis, air suspension, and of course 6'8" of standing room inside. So that has been always the one that you've known and loved, but we now have a new model, the AppalachianX, and that one is a very similar concept. We just had a lot of people requesting a trailer that was a little bit lighter so that they could tow it with the lighter vehicles like a Jeep or a Bronco, things like that. What we've done with this one, we've moved the walls inside the wheel wells. The base comes in about 2,500 pounds, and then this one here has a lot of the options and it's still at 2,900 pounds. So it's a lot lighter. And another thing that you can get from this trailer is with the walls inside the wheel wells, it's a little narrower. So on the tighter trails, the idea with the Appalachian name is that on the East Coast, there's a lot of tighter trails with the trees hanging over, and you'll slide through those trails a lot nicer and a lot easier. Similar concept between the two. You still have 6'8" standing room and air suspension, the steel chassis, but let me just show you around this new one so we can show you the little more details of this one, and we'll see how it looks from there. So at the front of the trailer, we've got the Cruise Master DO35 hitch, and this is the articulating hitch, and you can get off-road with that, and that just helps you stay locked in while you're off-road, and that's been kind of the gold standard for the hitches at the front. You see the 2x5 steel chassis, that will take a beating and it'll last for a lifetime. So that's why we go with that. Of course, it's powder coated and sealed. We've got the parking brake option on this one, so you can lock it in place without having having to worry about wheel chocks, which is really nice. And then of course the big dry box on the front. This is all storage, and so this is an excellent place to store all the things that you need, all the gear that you have. All of that can be dropped right inside here. Then we've got the port if you need an air line to air up your tires, or to air up paddle boards, or just to blow the dust off things. You've got that right at that easy access right there. And of course the heavy duty arc jockey wheel that's really nice to have at the front. It actually lets you move the trailer around a little bit with that. Especially with this lighter trailer, it is nice to be able to move it around. And then we've got the molly panel here if you want to add molly panels like this. Kind of funny with the AppalachianX, when in the shop we call it the AppX, and we just keep shortening it, and now it's the AX. And so we call it the Axe sometimes, so we put an Axe on the front. But then we'll move around to the kitchen, and right here the slide pulls out here so that you have your fridge. This is a 75 liter. This is an Iceco. We also have a Dometic. We like the Iceco because you can open it from both sides. The slide just pulls out, and then we have another 24-inch table that slides out from underneath that. Of course, you've got the support legs there too, so that gives you a little bit of extra prep area, or maybe just something to, when you're pulling stuff out of the fridge, you can set it right here before you move it over to the kitchen in the back. So the kitchen in the back, this is just another slide, and it just pulls right out the back, and then you can set your food here to start your prep. And then you have a Camp Chef Mountaineer stove. This is 20,000 BTU burners on here, and it's got plenty of space, so we've actually put up to 3 pots on here. Just have one warming in the middle. And the nice thing is that, like, even at altitude, they're going to do a good job, and that's kind of what we were looking for, is a stove that was going to work really well everywhere. And then you've got your drawer underneath. You can put all your accessories in here. We can kit it out for you, or you can just use what you already have. If you've gathered things over the years, you can just put that all right in here. And then of course we have the Dometic sink that's hooked up to our hot water system, so that you can have cold and hot water right at the faucet there, and it can actually recirculate. You'll see that on the water all the way around. It's a recirculating option with the Truma AquaGo Comfort Plus water heater. That'll let you have hot water at the tap all the time if you prefer. Then in the back, this is a new option that we have for this year on both of our models, and this is a big storage box on the back, and this has been awesome. And our customers have loved this. The old and the new all want this box. We have people bringing trailers back to get this added, and we also have people adding it to their new builds. So the idea is you have a 110 volt outlet inside, so you can actually, you have this on a slide here. This just pops out like that, so you can have this slide out. Regardless of what you have on there, that's really nice. You can also put like a coffee maker or a microwave here, and then leave it plugged in right here, which is really nice as well. You can put your pots and pans. You can kind of set this up however you want it. These shelves can move up and down, so you can kind of set it the way you want it. And there's a light inside, and then you can use this as a table, and then it closes up and seals as the door as well. Super cool option for the back if you want the extra storage. And then of course the full-size spare over here, a receiver hitch if you have a bike rack for lighter bikes like mountain bikes. And then we have recovery points underneath, so that's always nice to be able to have that extra option if you need it, if you get into a tight spot. While we're talking about underneath, there's the Nomad air suspension, and I mentioned that at the top too. The air suspension is an amazing option to have, and we put it on all of our trailers. This is just the standard suspension that we offer. And so that what you can do is you have a nice soft ride for the trailer. It takes really good care of the trailer, and it also, so you can tighten it up when you're on the highway. You can make it a little softer off-road, and you can use it to level at camp. So when you get to camp, and if you're a little off camber where you decided that you want your trailer to be, you can just lower one side, or you can raise the other. You can do that all individually, left and right. So, and it's very quick and easy to do. So that's super nice option to have on these trailers. Coming around this other side, we have the shower. We have the single room shower room here. So this is the 23.0 option. We're also looking at different options. So if you have a brand that you prefer, we always like to work with you on that. The thing we like to do for customers, they're buying a new trailer like this that's kind of a dream trailer idea, and so we like to make it exactly the way you want it. So if you have things that you want tweaked just a little bit, you see you love this trailer, but you want this one little thing changed, we're happy to do that for you. So just make sure to let us know that when you're doing your build, and we'd be happy to do that for you. But that about covers the outside. I guess there's the solar panels on top. You can get up to 380 watts of solar up there. You can put air conditioning on the roof. You can also put a roof rack up there. So that kind of covers that. But let's take a look inside to see how it looks for the layout when you're inside the trailer. So now we are inside the trailer, and I will just give you a quick walk around of how it looks inside. So of course you can see, like I said before, the 6'8" standing room. That makes it incredible to when you wake up in the morning, when you're getting dressed, or when you're going to bed at night. Even when you have the bed out, you still have this room where you can stand up in here, and that just changes everything. So you're not crawling in and out of your bed when you've got your bed set up. That's a nice thing. You walk up through the door, you have your standing room here, and then to the front we have storage here. So we have storage cabinets. We've had people ask if we can remove these. If you prefer these out, you can definitely do that, but we like to make them standard just to give you some storage inside. It is a smaller trailer, so storage, one of those things that's you'll need, and so to have this here is really nice. We love how deep they are. They're 24 inches deep, so you can get a ton of, you can get full-size bags in here, and then you have shelves as well, so you can actually fit a lot of stuff in there. It's really nice to have this on the front. You have a little molly panel here if you want. You can tie things to it. We tie chairs to it. Behind me here you can see our cabinet. So this is the 2-drawer cabinet here, and you can switch this out and make it so there's a hidden toilet here instead, and so that you'd lose the drawers and then have doors on the front, and then you'd have your toilet hidden inside. So that's a really nice option if you want to have the toilet inside, but otherwise you can just have this here. The other nice thing is that you have your sitting room here. Even when the bed's set up, you can sit here, get your shoes on, and then that's really nice. And then like we have in the Teton X, we have the lagoon table here for a dinette, and then of course this drops down right down below it, and then you can have that as be the support for your bed. And then the bed is a trifold mattress, so it's about 55 inches wide, 76 inches long. And that is like I said, it's a trifold, and it's about 6 inches thick, and it's memory foam on one side and then regular foam on the other. So you can kind of dial in which way you prefer to sleep. And that will lay out across the whole area here and come out to about here. And so then you have a nice bed once you're ready to go to sleep. The other nice thing I will point out in here is that you do not need the roof up for any of this. So if you're just get in late and you just want to go to sleep, you don't even have to raise the roof. You can just literally just park, climb inside, go to bed. So it is very functional and versatile in a lot of different situations, which we really love. And then we've got a shelf on the back too for some storage. And then you can't see it, but there are some charge ports back there for your phones and whatever else that you would like to get plugged in. We have a 110 volt outlet. We have 200 amp hours of battery in this one. The standard is 100, and we generally go to 300 or even 600. They're Victron lithium batteries, so plenty of options for more power, and then it has a 2000 watt inverter in here. So you have the one, like I said, you have the AC and the DC power in here all the way through. So there's 30 gallons of water in underneath here. The water system is all enclosed inside the trailer. As long as your furnace is on, that'll keep it all warm even in cold weather. So it's really nice to be able to use it all times of the year. That about covers the inside. If you have any questions, you can always reach out and find us on our check us out on our website, or reach out to us directly, and we'd be happy to help you with whatever we can help you with. So reach out to us, Atlas Outdoors, and the website is atlasoutdoorsusa.com.
Hi, I'm Todd with TC Teardrops. I want to introduce our newest terrain model. We're known for our teardrops, but last October we came out with a terrain. It's not a teardrop, it's not a square drop, it's just all on its own. Most of us know we haul a couple of dual sport bikes with us, so that's why we are running the tandem axle. I can still tow this with a GX460 with my dual sports up front. Still our typical platform for the teardrop, same size. There's no difference between this and our ISOs and our teardrop size. We just went a foot higher, squared it off. Rear entry door, went with the turn door system. We got the APL 55, little porta potty inside. Couch system, goes from couch to bed in 60 seconds. Run a 280 amp hour battery, 600 watts of solar, tons of storage. We camp year round in it and travel all over the United States. So I've got it down right now, but I've got the OVS Mammoth tent up on top. And the nice part about that is to add kids coming to camp with you, added some extra space. And there is a through pass hole in the inside here, so we can pass through the kids up to the top. And we call it, for us, we call it the grandkids space up there. So it makes it really nice to be able to climb up in, and I can still get up there, but it's mainly for our grandkids. So again, this is Todd at TC Teardrops, tcteardrops.com. We have teardrops. We've been doing this 17 years. And come visit our website and see everything that's out there.
How's it going, everybody? This is Todd with Timberleaf Trailers. Today we're going to show you our brand new classic model here at Overland Expo West. So this model is showcasing the all-road suspension package with the timber and axle-less suspension. And then back here you have your full kitchen galleys build out. You've got locking slides pull out for your stove, as well as storage below that. We've also got locking slides for your fridge. On the classic model, it allows you to have the water tank and standards 11-gallon water tank back here. Do dishes or wash hands, you know, whatever you need to do. Also with the package here, you have your battery storage back behind. Standard's going to be a 100 amp hour lithium battery, but also can upgrade to the 300 amp hour lithium battery. That's going to run all your 12 volt USB, cigarette lighter, your water pump, and then if you get the inverter option, you also have that above. Also on this model, we have the standard solar pre-wire that's going to regenerate power when you're off grid. And we have plugs on both sides of the trailer, so depending on how long your tether is and you need to, you know, get more sunlight, you can plug it into either side of the trailer. You have a great hardcore dimmable light back here to give you that nice ambient glow in the evening, keep the bugs away. And then over here, you have the 180 awning. And this is gonna give you maximum shade protection. It's a freestanding awning. Does have the legs just in case you're in those windy conditions, but plenty of coverage to get you shade. On the inside of the Classic, you have a beautiful cabinet built out for storage. You have your USB outlets. You also have a headboard storage. The shelving over here is an option as well. And then this model, we have the Propex heater attached through thermostat up on the cabinetry there. The propane dry heat to keep you warm in those cooler climates. On the front, we have a lockable, again, storage compartment, tongue box. And this model is also showcasing the black trim that we have, so you can get it either in silver or black. The black's going to give you your black diamond plate, black side trim, black fenders, black wheels on that package. Also on the Classic model, we have the articulating max coupler hitch. So on the system, the trailer side is going to articulate that way, and your vehicle is going to articulate up and down. Also, Timberleaf has developed a wonderful style locking mechanism. So when you're at camp and you want to go back into town, you can slide this in here through the back, through the front, and then lock away, and you're good to go. Trailer's safe and secure. To find more information about this trailer and other trailer models, if you go to timberleaftrailers.com, you can go to the build form and select your model today, pick out your color, and we'll get you on the road as soon as we can.
Good morning, I'm Corey Pritchard with HP Custom Manufacturing. We're located here in northern Arizona. Our retail facility is in Prescott under the Hay Plus Farms logo. What we're here with today is our Freedom Campers. So these are built back east in Pennsylvania. We've been a distributor for them for over a year now. These campers come in 3 different models. They weigh 190 pounds. 2 guys can pick them up, put them in a truck, take them out of a truck on a flatbed trailer, really easy. Great R value, 2-inch foam insulation on the sides, R12, 2.5-inch foam insulation tops and the bottoms for R15. We've been a distributor for this company for quite a while and had extreme success with them. So stemming from that, we sell these. We're the only distributor on the West Coast right now that sells these campers. And then we started in our metal fabrication shop building the trailers to go along with them. So this is our HP Overlander version. This is the toughest trailer that we could come up with. It's got the Timbren axle-less suspension on it, a 2-inch by 5-inch 3/16 fully boxed frame, all internal wiring. We build all our own fenders in-house. They're strong enough you can stand on them. We put the campers right on them. We can set them up with really limitless options to go with it. So on this one we have set up, it's got the 70-quart Goal Zero fridge freezer combo on the front, Pelican case for other food. They all come standard with a spare tire. We've got the Kamak awning system that goes on it. This is very easy to put in and out. It's quick. All the solar on this one is a Goal Zero system. So we've got the camp light wires in. We've got the solar generator in the front. We've got 400 watts of solar charging mounted on the trailer, another 400 on the ground. Water canisters, table slides right in on the front here. Electric cooking utensils, so everything runs on the solar. Back here, it's designed we can fit 3 of the Pelican cases across the back. One strap ties it all down. We've got a bike rack put in for it here. You've got 20 inches of clearance all the way through the bottom of this trailer. It's meant to be dragged down the rocks. Inside, this one has an 8,000 watt Goal Zero solar generator built into it. Electric heater, ports for the air conditioning in the side here, or for a diesel heater. The roof rack that we have on this one has the slidable solar panels underneath. So this will slide right back under the roof rack. You can slide it right back out. That way you don't have to unload the roof rack to be able to access your solar power. This option has the ports added for the air conditioning. We're using a Zero Breeze right here. It runs on the solar. It'll make it ice cold inside. You can also hook your diesel heaters up to the same ports. More liquid canister holders here. Here's our exterior port. So this is how we plug in another 400 watts of solar. This is an exterior port for power from the solar generator. So you can plug in the air conditioner, anything you want on it. We've got 200 watts of solar mounted on the front. Everything on this trailer is pretty much meant to be indestructible. We also make this exact same trailer in what we call a sportsman model. So it's a little lighter frame, straight axle suspension, a little bit more. This is for the guys who are kind of dragging it through the rocks and the trails. Our sportsman's model is a little more for just the weekend camper, guys going out in the woods, things like that. We have customization we can do for any of the storage around it, or anything you can think of like that to fit your needs. If you've got awnings you like, ones you don't like, things you want to do yourself, we can set it up for you. If you want to get more information about these trailers or where you can buy the Freedom campers from us, the trailers are built under HP Custom Manufacturing. We do have a website, www.hpcustommanufacturing.com. The retailer that carries all this is Hay Plus Farms in Prescott, Arizona. www.hay+, farms, FARMSAZ is in Arizona.com. You can call me directly. My name's Corey Pritchard. My phone number is 928-925-0966.
This is Tristan with Cedar Ridge Campers. Behind me is our Denab XT. This is a trailer we've had out for a couple years, but we just, for 2025, revamped it a little bit and made a few functions a little bit better. We'll start out on the outside. It's full 3-inch galvanized frame, so super heavy duty. You can drag it pretty much anywhere. We also have our wiring and hoses all ran up inside there for your trailer wiring. And if you choose a propane option, your propane lines will be ran inside there, so you never have to worry about it getting hung up on the trail. On the back here, we have our standard leveling jacks. And the reason we choose these type of jacks, you can lift the entire trailer off the ground. So if you need to change a tire, anything like that. And it's also, if you can remove them, then they aren't affecting your departure angle and they don't get full of dirt on the trail. Some of the ones will just stay on the back here. We found they just get full of dirt, and we'd rather have the removable ones. Full stand-on fenders. The Mayhem wheels are standard with about a 32-inch tire. We also have step on both back and front of the fender, so you can get up on access stuff on your roof rack. Talking about the roof rack a little bit, that roof rack holds about 500 pounds, so you can put a rooftop tent up there, anything like that. Full Arctic turn doors on all of our trailers, and we put one on each side, so it's easy to get in and out of. You don't have to crawl over each other. We have the biggest doors in the industry. They're an actual 30 by 36, so it's easy to just crawl in and out. It also opens up the space really nice if you want to have your doors open. Also large Arctic turn windows open up. They open up, and you can have them open while it's raining. They're an awning style window. And built into this door, there is also a blackout shade and a screen. We also put a little plunger style door stop on all of our trailers. That way it holds your door open. Super easy, simple. Full fiberglass composite body on the Denab. You never have to worry about it rotting out. Then we, over top of the fiberglass composite, we spray a polyurea coating, so it makes it even another layer of seamless protection against the elements. On this one, we have our front storage box. This opens up, there's probably some stuff in here. If you get your front mounted propane, the propane would be sitting on this side. Full 2-inch rock sliders welded into the chassis. That way it protects your body against rocks and trees on the trail. Up front is the ARC 750 off-road jack. We really like this jack. It's easy to roll your trailer around, whether it's even on gravel, different things like that. So when you get to your campsite, you need to pull your trailer around a little bit. You couldn't get it backed in perfect. You can easily roll it around with this jack. Another thing that helps you along with moving your trailer around is the handbrake, which is standard on all of our XT chassis. And that's super nice for control over your trailer while you're moving it around. And it also is nice once you have your trailer parked there, you can use it. You don't need wheel chocks. Full articulating hitch from Cruise Master. It's a DO35. Up top here we have our roam box. That's a good place to just mount different things like your jack handle or your rear leveling jacks. On this side we have our refrigerator slide out. We have just a EcoFlow sitting on there now, but it's a nice refrigerator slide out on our custom front storage box. Coming around this side we have our full-size spare. We mount it to the top of the fender. That way it's easy to get off and on, and it's not putting stress on your body. It's mounted directly down to the chassis. Up top on this trailer we have a 7-gallon water tank. It's a solar water tank, so basically you fill that up and the sun heats it up, and then you can use that on your sink back here in the galley. Moving around here to the galley, this is where this trailer really stands apart from the rest of the trailers on the market. The whole galley system basically all just clips together, and you can just lift all the components out, and then it all just clips together. So you can remove the entire cabinet system in probably 2-3 minutes, and you can use this as a toy hauler, or if you need to go get a couch from the furniture store, you can use this as a cargo trailer as well. Another thing is that we've kept it super modular and easy. Like if you want to just buy this shell, just buy the Denab as a shell and buy the components, cabinetry components later, you can do that. Once you figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, or what you want, you can then buy the cabinets that you need. And so all of these drawer systems are all interchangeable between any spot here. So if you want to move your stove sink combo or your over to where one of your drawers is over here, you find out you don't like it over here, you can easily just remove these drawers and swap them in a matter of probably 30 seconds. So super fast. So this trailer is kind of designed to use just with a portable power station. We have the Blue Eddy here. And then we have basically a pigtail running to what we call our modular wiring system. And that's a little box up here that has SAE plugs on it. And so if you want to not get a power system right away, you can easily buy that later. And then you can add the lights. They just simply plug into there. Up top in there, in the inside is our vent fan. And that also you can just easily plug into it later. So everything is super modular, super easy to change around into basically thousands of different configurations on this trailer to perfectly suit your needs and your changing needs. Moving on to the interior of the Denab, we've kept it super modular inside here as well. So standard is pretty much the queen size configuration. It's 6'6" long when you have the galley system in here. If you didn't have the galley system in at all, obviously you would have the full 8.5 feet length inside here. So if you're a longer person, you don't need a galley. You could just have the galley removed and you would have plenty of length in here. This is our modular bunk system. We just have one bunk in here, but you could put 3 in here if you wanted to. Obviously it'd be a little bit close. You could maybe use one for storage, or you can use all of them for storage. If you have 2 kids, you can have one clear down here on the bottom and one up on top. Or if you just want to use that as storage as well, that works really well. We also have a modular cabinet system which looks pretty much the same as the one in the Vega. That can just clip into these hooks as well. Up top is our Nomadic Air vent fan. So this has the lights as well as the vent fan hooked into it. Nice easy way to just have lights and your fan connected into one. So keeping the wiring simple. Signature on all of our trailers is our walnut slat roof, which has been on the Vega for quite a few years and we've become well known for, and we moved that now into the Denab as well. All easy vinyl walls and ceiling that you can easily wipe off when it gets dirty. If you want to find out any more information about our trailers, check us out at cedarridgecampers.com. We also have a YouTube channel, Facebook, and Instagram, all at Cedar Ridge Campers.
Hey, JP here with Offgrid Trailers. We're out here at Flagstaff at the Expo West. We have the new Sproket 3.0 we're going to be debuting here at the show. It's our newest trailer. Comes in 3 trim packages. This is the base package. Go on our website, offgridtrailers.com. You can see all the different packages. But the base trailer comes with what you see: shore power ready, solar ready, walk-on fenders, Timberland axleless suspension. This is the 3,000 pound, so it's a lightweight versus the 3,500 pound HD, which we run on our trailer's standard trailer suspension. More lightweight trailer. This one comes in at 1,500 pounds, fully loaded about 22. So you can even pull this with a Subaru or whatever you choose. It's a queen size bed, RV queen as they say. Lots of storage on the interior. USB plugs on the interior for your charging all your stuff. Many options on the Sproket. You can put a front fridge box if you like. This one obviously doesn't have one. Fridge box will hold up to a 45-liter fridge. Electric brakes, DC to DC charging, max coupler, all different options you can get on the trailer. Whole body is aluminum, steel frame. We manufacture the whole entire trailer in our facility, all the way down to the doors, custom doors made by Offgrid Trailers. Different options as far as roof racks. Lifetime warranty against roof leaks. You can get different roof rack options. You can get a full rack, a half rack. You can also get a rack on the front box if you like. As I said, these are all different options you can choose. Walk-on fenders, walk on the roof, and you come to the back. The whole trailer is wired up in a 12-volt fashion, so you can run your Gold Zero, your Rough Country, your Jackery, whatever you choose, and the entire trailer runs to the 12-volt, so your whole operation is running on that power station. Or you can get a lithium package, just what you choose. We offer both, so it just depends upon your own choosing. So here in the back, pass-through storage, so you can access whatever you need. So if your partner's in there, they can pass everything through. There is a water option as well. You can get up to 31 gallons in this one. Also a side kitchen option, which is pretty cool. We have a drop-down kitchen that you can put right here, and it drops down similar to the Xpedition's kitchen, but it's in a drop-down fashion, more horizontal versus vertical. Again, all these different options for different trim packages. There's 3 on this particular model, and at offgridtrailers.com you can go and see all the different versions, different trim packages, and different colors, different wraps, all of it. Check out offgridtrailers.com.
Hey guys, Artie here with Xpedition Trailers, and today I'd like to take you on a walk around of the Voyager trailer. So the first thing I want to talk about is the construction of the trailer. So this guy is constructed with all aluminum, with the exception of a few places that we have incorporated steel, like the tongue, the suspension, and the rear bumpers, right, for obvious reasons. So the outside of this trailer is amazing. It's got 1/8-inch aluminum on the walls here of the trailer and the cargo box. The rack up here is 3/16 aluminum, so you have plenty of strength to tie down, any gear that you might be needing to store up on the roof. But where the real magic happens is down here on the frame. It's a 6-inch tall frame, and it's 3/16 material formed in a C-channel. Right here on the corner is a really good indication of how this frame is constructed. Just in this one corner right here has all these rivets are 5,000 pound capacity, and just in this one corner is 120,000 pounds of holding force, which is incredible. But in what we do, right, in off-road, that is so necessary in order to get some great longevity out of this trailer in really extreme conditions. So not only do we have a rock solid frame, but also these 1/8-inch panels that we just talked about wrap over that frame and are connected every 4 inches on center, giving you a unibody style structure. So because of that, you have an amazingly robust trailer and base that we can then take literally anywhere. And some of the places we've gone is like top of the world in Moab, out on the like Alstrom Point, Chicken Corners Trail, like all these different trails in the Moab area, just to test this thing out and really vet out how robust it is. Coming back, the suspension. So the suspension, and maybe we can get a quick look at it down here. So this suspension is all designed and made in-house, and you can see this piece of material right here. It's hard to tell, but that goes all the way back here. It's about a 3-foot section, and that is our suspension cradle. And what it does is it cradles the frame so that when you are taking hits along the trail, right, those washboard roads, potholes, rocks, trees, whatever it may be, it's cradling the frame, and the load that is happening, right, the impact that is happening is not just taking place in one spot on the frame, but over a 3-foot section. So it's literally holding your frame just like this in the whole trailer. So if you take some crazy hard hit and maybe bend the suspension or something like that, right, on accident, the great thing is your trailer is protected because it's holding it so lovingly, right, as you go down the road. So a lot of thought and engineering has gone into that. These fenders, you can stand on any of this. They're all 1/8 inch. As you can see, we have our optional fender guards right here to take up any rock chips, and that's also in the front of the trailer here. And these guys, right, I didn't even talk about this, but you got folding steps to be able to access the roof and get into either your tent or get up to your gear. A lot of great functionality there. And this is our fresh air intake for our heater. And the reason that is so important is we have our secret heater weapon on the other side that I'll show you, but it allows heat to get pumped up into the rooftop tent or to the shower. I know, crazy, right? A heated shower, it's life-changing. And or out to maybe somebody sitting around the fire that just wants a little extra heat, under their blanket as they're sitting there. So that enables that to happen. So let's take a quick look at the kitchen. So the kitchen is really one of the flagship designs of the Voyager trailer. And as you can see, it's incredible, right? This is a teardrop trailer that we can have 5 people comfortably at cooking, right? I could easily be here and somebody else next to me maybe chopping something up and other people prepping down there. It's so handy in every way. One of the things I love about this setup is this kind of kitchen door organizer, right? If we put this down, we can kind of see you've got your cooking utensils right at hand, right where you need them, right? You're not digging through some tote to try to figure out where your spatula is. Spice rack, cups, plates, your dish soap, right? So all of the things are right here where you're, maybe going to be washing your dishes. And which, by the way, this can double as a drying rack for you. So you've got all of these things right where you need it. One thing I want to point out too is safety. So we're very conscientious about being safe, right, out in what we're doing. We don't want anyone to get hurt, and so we have a safety switch right here that when you turn this on or off, this controls the flow of propane out to the stove area. And it also has a micro switch that will only enable that propane to flow when this is fully extended, which is great because if you maybe forget, the wind blows out your flame and it doesn't look like it's even on, but you don't check the knobs and put it away and gas is just flowing in there, that could get bad really quick, right? So that is a really cool feature of this stove here. One thing I want to point out too is the storage. So you can see all the way through into there. So we have a pass-through So if you maybe need a midnight snack, or you want to pass something through, it's really cold, and mom and the kids are maybe hunkered down inside and need to pass some food through to them, it's a really handy addition. And that kind of brings up this middle cabinet area. I just love this because you have 3 ways of getting into it. Just super handy. Have a huge drawer that gives you 5-inch depth, 17.5 inches wide, and 24 inches deep. So plenty of space to put, anything else you may need. Ziploc bags, whatever, right? And there, maybe, knives and stuff like that. And then you've got a giant pantry cabinet up here. And then some additional storage above the kitchen prep, this stainless steel counter. So you have tons of space. I still remember the very first time that we took out the prototype Voyager trailer. My wife was loading it up. She had everything on her checklist checked, and she's like, oh my gosh, we still have space. Maybe I forgot something. And so she proceeded to continue to load until we were full. We came back with pretty much all of it. So much food. And I have 5 kids, by the way. So there were 7 of us. Crazy. The other thing great about this kitchen is the versatility. So you can see this folds up right here, and the fridge will just slide in. Now this is the same as the kitchen slide out, right? The sink and stove, those slide right underneath this. But what's so great about this is, maybe you need to stop for a quick bite to eat, right? Just open up the back and you can fold down this little counter, and you still have access to all your food, have access to a cutting board, right? Your pantry to get bread out. We're making sandwiches in a matter of seconds, which is really cool. And nothing is really encumbered, right? You still have access to everything. But when you open it up and maybe you're setting up base camp and we're doing the whole kitchen slide out, now you have even additional prep area, right, with the stainless steel counter. And this, as you just saw me fold this down, this holds anything that may be back here in place while you're on the trail. So super handy. The kitchen also has great lighting. So the lighting and the electronics, I'll come on this side, is all controlled here by the RedArc Red Vision system. And as you can see here, we've got switches. You unlock it. We've got switches here for our lights. And not only do we have white lights, but we also have red lights. And this is standard on all Voyager models now. And that red light also is here, right, in varying brightnesses. And if I touch and hold, this will turn white. Of course, it's not going to do it because we're filming. There it is. Okay, so you have the ability to go back and forth, right, between red and white light, depending on, maybe how buggy it is in the area. You also have safety red lights underneath the trailer. So all the way around the trailer, you have red lighting. So it's awesome at night to be able to not mess up your night vision, but be able to see things, right? Maybe there's a critter or something underneath the trailer you want to see, right, before you step out. So that is the overall overview of the kitchen and the lighting. One last thing I want to point out is the accessibility and ease of maintenance on the Voyager trailer. So looking in here underneath this stainless steel counter, you can see we've got access to our batteries, our dual lithium batteries here, the TVMS, the Red Vision TVMS here, and anything that may have gotten in here, whatever, you can easily access. The silver stuff in there is added insulation. So if you're cold weather camping, this is a 4-season trailer, a true 4-season trailer. We have heat that comes back to this kitchen area that heats the water lines back here and the batteries. The batteries are also heated. I think I just mentioned that. But then you have the water tank. And so the water tank is underneath the trailer. It's got a full skid plate. That's this big, huge flat area right here. And it's also insulated. So full skid plate, insulated, has a water tank heating pad, and has a line from the furnace blowing on the water tank as well, which is awesome, right? So we've camped in 12 degrees in this trailer, and still had water in the morning, which is so cool. The next thing I want to just point out is the stabilizer jacks. These are a game changer for sure. So as you can see, we have them in this 45-degree configuration right now, and that really works well to stabilize it, especially if you have somebody up top, which we'll look at that in just a minute. But it really stabilizes the trailer from moving. The other great thing about this is if you have these at 90 degrees or straight down, in other words, you can actually lift the trailer and change a tire, which is super handy. You're not trying to fumble with a jack and figure out where to put it and all that stuff. You can just crank this down, lift up that tire, and change it. That also brings up the leveling ability that these have, right? Because they're so strong, these will enable you to level the trailer in literally any condition. And one last thing about these stabilizer jacks that's so cool is you can actually move the trailer side to side with the stabilizer jacks. So right now they're clicked in at 45 degrees. They also click in at 90 and click 45 this way and 180 or horizontal. If you have it in between the 90 and the 45, it's going to be loose, right? It'll swing. So if you crank this up between those, it's going to be pushing on the trailer, and before it lifts the trailer, it's going to start moving it to the side. So you do that a few times, right, over and over, and you can move this trailer as much as you want. So that means when you're in a tough condition, right, on a trail between some narrow trees or rocks or other obstructions, you have the ability to easily get out of that situation with this. So super handy. Nice tip for you. So now let's take a look inside the cabin. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in and talk us through the cabin of the Voyager trailer. So in the cabin here, we've got almost a queen size bed. So this is the same length as a queen size bed. It's just slightly narrower and super comfortable cushion that folds up into a little couch here. Like you can see, we have it in this configuration here. And up in this area, you can see we've got plenty of storage space, right? Some shelving, right? Big enough to, you know, store a water bottle right here. Very, very handy at night for, you know, putting your glasses, right? Whatever you have in your pockets. You've got 4 rapid charge ports right here, USB-C and USB-A. Then you have 2 heater ports for hot air. You've got the Max Air fan, which is a 10-speed with reverse, and it has temperature control as well. Then you have your reading lights, and these are handy. You've got a nice little night light on it, or the reading light. Also has USB underneath here. So that means just in this area, we've got 6 USB charge ports, which is awesome, right? Because we all have too many devices. Then moving back, one thing to note, these lights are the same as in the back, and we have the ability to dim them, so which is super cool. It's got a little dimmer switch here, and the reading lights dim as well, which is very handy. So at night you can really tone things down, right? Getting ready for bed. You've got a ton of storage in here as well. So in addition to like these hooks or these soft shelves, which this one came down on me, you have a ton of storage up here. So you can see I've got some camera gear, I've got a pillow back there, I've got a backpack and coats and stuff. Anyways, there's tons of storage, and it's open all the way through. There's no divider. And what that means is you can store some longer things. So let's say maybe you're a hunter, right? Or something like that. You can store things up there that maybe you don't want hanging around, right? So super cool. And the portal. So this is an option on the Voyager trailer, and it's just fantastic. The ability to get in and out of this rooftop tent, right, from the inside is just so awesome. And these doors operate independently and have separate locks on them. So let's say you leave camp and you're on a bike ride or a hike or whatever, you can close these doors down and lock them from the inside, and now somebody can't just open it up and get into your trailer. They're also sturdy enough to hold weight, right? So like I can hold myself up, woohoo, on them. And so that means that you can have one door closed and one door open. Maybe if you have somebody longer, right, taller sleeping up there and a child. And then speaking of children, you have the ability to also, this comes standard with a safety net. So this safety net clicks into these eyelets right here and then hangs right here. So in the middle of the night, you're not going to get a stuffed animal, a pillow, a blanket, or a kid, right, on you falling down through the portal. So that's super handy. And then these rings can also be positioned to connect a ladder to go up into the portal as well. But super awesome, right? The ability to have this space connected and access little kids, especially, right? If they're, maybe have a problem in the middle of the night or something like that. I will note that we offer the tent, we offer the Kabari, the 23-0 Kabari, and the Bush Company TX27 and 27 Max tents. So those are some options for doing this portal. And the only other thing that I don't think I talked about, well, actually, two more things. One is the heating. So we did talk about the heat ports here. Well, this is the Trimacombi control panel right here. And that enables you to control the hot water and the heater. And that is housed in the front cargo box right here. And like I was mentioning earlier, you have heating that comes into the cabin, and then you have heating that goes underneath through the frame and back to the kitchen area, right, for your sink. So that's 3. And then earlier we talked about the secret heating weapon, right? So that is actually right out here. And this is super, super cool and makes it so nice for everyone camping. So this is the heat port. So you just pop this in. So you take off, there's a stainless steel cover right here. So you unscrew that cover and then you just pop this guy in right here. That seals it up. And then right now we've got that heat pumped into the shower area. And normally if we were doing this for real, we would cinch this up, right? Just like that all the way around so that it's nice and tight and gonna hold as much heat as possible in there. But you know how we all shower, right? I mean, at least when we're camping, not at home, but when we're camping, you get wet, soap up, right? Turn off the shower, soap up, and then wash off. Well, in between, you're freezing cold, right? Because that water's evaporating. So having some heat in there is just life-changing. It's so awesome. You can also use that up in the portal, right? So if, let's say you have both of those doors we were just looking at closed because you have 2 tall people up there, you can port that heat up through a window or through a port on the side of the tent up there. And then the other thing that our girls sometimes love to do is just take this, and maybe we're sitting around the campfire and they'll just take it and put it under their blanket and just have some warmth while we're sitting around talking. So super, super handy. In the front here, we've got the shower control. So you have the ability to plug it in and then turn based on the temperature that you'd like. And then you have your front rack and cargo area. So we looked at the steps a little, like at the beginning of the video, and that is to access this area. So you have the ability to put bikes up here, right? We have the one-up bike rack, and you could do that on both sides. Right now we have the cover over the vent, that Max Air fan up there. But if you didn't have that, you could add another bike rack if you wanted to, right? If you have, a lot of bikes that you need to bring. And then we got the spare tire. The charging of this trailer does not just happen through the 7-way pin. It happens through this 6-gauge wire and this 50 amp weather tight connector. And these trailers all come standard with a vehicle side charge cable kit that connects up to your battery and then comes back to the back where you have your 7-way pin. And the benefit of this is you're charging through this at 32 amps, which is awesome. It's about 4 times the amount of charging that you can get through this, which is unfortunately what most people do. So what that means for you is that you get a faster charge on your batteries, enabling you to get to 100% quicker when you're in between camping areas. So I hope you enjoyed this walk around and information on the Voyager trailer. If you'd like to learn more, visit us at XpeditionTrailers.com. Check out our YouTube or social media channels and give us a call if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching.
How's it going, guys? This is Todd with Timberleaf Trailers. Today we're at Overland Expo showcasing 2 of our models. This particular one is the Pika that has the off-road suspension package. Has the standard galley layout, have a couple drawers for storage. Also an option to have a fridge in the back here of the galley. Have more storage up here as well. Got a great lighting system that's dimmable. Get a nice little ambient amber glow in the evening, kind of keep the bugs away. Also featuring the moonshade awning that comes off the back of the hatch to give you nice shade in the camp. Standard with the trailer, it comes with a 100 amp hour lithium battery that's stored back behind this compartment. Gives you 12 volt storage for your USB outlets as well as your cigarette lighter, standard. And then also you have shore power on the side for the 120 outlets back in the galley as well as the cabin inside. We do have an inverter option to allow you to use those outlets while you're not hooked up to shore power. Standard as well, you have a solar pre-wire, so you can run a panel off of there. That way you get regenerative charging. And then also the trailers are wired to receive a trickle charge while you're driving through the 7-pin connection. On the inside, you'll notice that we have a great little modular storage setup, some interior shelves. You've got a beautiful open skylight to look up at the stars in the night, stay out of the elements. This is the off-road suspension. It's the Timbren axle-less suspension. Comes standard with the 31-inch off-road BFG tire. You also have the Jeep-style fenders that you can use as a table as well as standing on if you need to get access to things that are mounted to the top of the roof rack. You also have the rock sliders on the front, help side protection, and you can also use those to stand on if you need to get to the top of the trailer. You have a nice storage tongue box that's locking for things that you want to keep out of the rain and whatnot. So we have the max coupler articulating hitch system. So this is going to articulate on the trailer side, and then the vehicle side is going to pivot up and down. So you have maximum articulation when you're hitting the off-road trails. On this Pika, you have a roof rack that has a static weight of 700 pounds rather, dynamic 200 pounds. So you can mount a rooftop tent, you can mount 180 awning, which is an option, privacy tent for showering and bathroom, canoes, storage racks, and whatever you'd like to mount up there. To find more information about this trailer, if you go to timberleaftrailers.com, you can go through the Pika build selection and build your own with whatever options, color that you'd like.
My name's Levi. I'm with Zion Off-Road, and we designed a fully modular camping trailer. So this here's our base trailer. For $12,900, you can roll off the lot with this right here, and it's fully ready to accept a whole bunch of accessories. So we have a track system. It's a T-track, a slot, or T-slot system. So the bolts sit facing outwards, and then we also have holes down in the C-channel frame, and it allows us to be able to add accessories over time. So quick example of that is right here that you can see. This fender is just a stock fender, comes with the base trailer. You can see it's bolted on. So I could take out those bolts and upgrade it to a bigger fender that can fit a bigger tire. I can also do the suspension, steps, front step, rear step, everything up on the tongue, crossbars, everything is fully modular. So this is what the base trailer looks like here, and then this is kind of what an example, I guess, of a trailer that's fully loaded out could look like. So obviously, depending on what your needs are, your use cases are, you just add the accessories you want, and you can always add things over time. So that's a big thing with our trailers, is that, you know, and I tell everyone, you buy whatever accessories you know you have to have from the start, and then as you go camping, let's say, you know, you decide you want to add more water, or you wanted a spot for more fuel or something like that, you can add those accessories even after you've owned the trailer for a month, 2 months, a year down the road, whatever it is. The fun part about it too is that we're always coming out with new accessories. We're always prototyping new things. And if we come out with an accessory in the future after you've purchased your trailer already, it's super easy to be able to just upgrade your trailers. Usually just a couple bolts to add an accessory. So taking a look over here, we have things like our front accessory system, you know, where we have our spare tire, propane tank. Obviously I can move this propane tank to the other side. I could add a jerry can for water or fuel right here. This distance between this hole and this hole is the same, come back to the back, is the same distance between this hole in here and this one. So I can move an accessory from the front to the back, to the driver's side, passenger side. I can rotate it around, I can lift it up or down, and it's all just customizing your trailer exactly to how you want it, whatever your needs are. So we have accessories like our little side table, you know, roto packs, a couple prototype things. We'll look at the inside in just a second, but in the back galley here, so we have a little prep area in the back, a galley prep area. From the very get-go, we decided not to have a grill or a kitchen because it's messy. It got everything dirty, whereas the prep area, you know, you can get everything's ready, you can pack all your bags, you can stow all your boxes and have it all in here. You can get these accessories like a cooler slide, you know, electrical box, and then this track system that's inside is the same distance as the track system outside. So things like a molly panel could be mounted here, or, you know, other accessories in the future as well. So looking inside, it's a queen size bed. The sleeping length is 6'3". We've got a shelf up here with some cubby storage. You have all of your electronics that you can switch on and off right here, including your side lights, rock lights if you get them. And then that same track system I pointed out in the back, as well as outside, is also inside the trailer. So this is an example of a molly panel. For this trailer build, we put it on the inside, but I could move it to the passenger side, the driver's side, up front if I wanted to. I can move that around wherever I want. If in the future I decide I want to change something or move something, I can do that. We've got tie-down points down in the floor underneath the mattress, so if you want to use your trailer as a gear hauler, you definitely can. Every trailer comes with a fan up in the ceiling, comes pre-wired for everything. So that base trailer over there is pre-wired for rock lights, it's pre-wired for our electrical box, it's pre-wired for anything that we can add in the future, because, you know, we want our customers to have the ability to buy a base trailer, go camping, and still not feel like they're left out. You don't have to sell your trailer if you want to upgrade something. You just add it and upgrade it. And usually it's just a couple bolts to do that. This is our track system right here that I mentioned earlier. These are our crossbars. So you can see the bolts are facing outwards. So I could loosen all of those bolts. I could shift the crossbar forward. I can shift the crossbar back. And that's why we can have, you know, you can get your trailer without this accessory and still be able to add it up, you know, over time. So from the fender, your suspension, the base trailer come with a straight axle and leaf springs, but there's a 1/4-inch steel plate welded in underneath every single trailer frame that we ever have built. So if you decide, you know, in a year after owning your trailer to upgrade the suspension, you can do that also. So literally everything that we could possibly make that can be upgraded, that can be customized, that can be removed and moved around. We did that. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out to us. You can go to zionoffroad.com. So zionoffroad.com. You're welcome to email me at sales@zionoffroad.com as well. Happy to answer any questions you have. You know, there's a phone number on the website. You can reach out. I'll probably be the one to talk to you. So happy to answer any questions.
Hi guys, Justin here from Patriot Campers again. We're at the Flagstaff Expo. Behind me, the product that started it all, the Patriot Campers brand, the Patriot Campers X1. The X1 is more being designed around family living. This model that you see here is fully set up. It has the same kitchen layout, same awning layout as the X3, but this one here, you don't actually get inside the trailer. Makes for a lot more room. So let's go and have a bit of a closer look. We'll start at the front. We've got a full kitchen there, 75 litre Dometic fridge. You can option on some other brands of fridges. You've got a flip up here on the kitchen. Nice L-shaped kitchen as well. So there's a lot of good preparation area. We're featuring, you've got a butane stove there, propane stove, sorry. All of our products feature Red Arc gear. It's the only electrical components that we put inside all of the Patriot Campers. The X3 and the X1 are controlled by the Red Vision, so you have app control as well. Say for example, if you're inside the tent at night, you want to turn a light on outside, you want to turn on a water pump, you can do it all remote from your fridge. Again, big preparation area, stainless steel bench tops, and this one rides on our famous X-Range chassis as well, so full independent suspension with airbag control, 33-inch tyres is standard, alloy wheels is standard as well. Moving around the back, the X1 has ample amount of storage. We specifically designed the storage in the back of the X1 to fit in all your bulky gear, so you can put things like solar panels, camp chairs, any of that larger sort of stuff, fold out drawer at the back. And again, you've got the stainless steel bench tops for food preparation. When we did design this first model, this back bench top, the reason that the door hinges down, this was designed, we got 3 young kids. You can sit the kids around at the table. You don't even need to pull another table out. So that's one of the staple parts of the Patriot design. Moving around into the tent, you've actually got in this model here, you have a little bit larger than a king size bed. So when you come inside, you've got a enclosed change room. You can obviously fully zip this up. We do also have a kids room that comes off that side as well. So there's a large tent. This door opens up and you can sleep up to 4 kids in an extension of the tent. And up the top here is your king size bed. You can see it's absolutely massive. We don't have a ladder. We have a staircase with a grab handle, so access up there for elderly people or even disabled is really not a problem. A lot more storage down the side. This is where you generally keep your clothes, things like camp ovens and more bulky gear. That's our staple trailer, and once again the trailer that started the entire Patriot Campers brand. This is our Gen 2. We keep some of these in stock in our showroom in Las Vegas, so if you're around the Las Vegas area, you can get in there, check the trailers out there, or for more information, go to patriotcampers.com.
My name's Luke. I'm with Lost Road Campers. We're based in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're here at Overland Expo West showing off our new model, the Luna. This is our smaller trailer. It's garageable. We start with a steel chassis construction. We do an aluminum subframe and then aluminum skins. And then we do insulation and then our interior skin. But on the outside, we'll start, I guess, in the front. We do this, it's a huge 30 cubic foot tongue box, and this comes standard. We do the lock and roll hitch, but we can do the DO35. And we do standard with the arc jack, just because we really like to overbuild the front, because that's like the most important part of your trailer, you know what I mean? Coming back on the passenger side, we do a 54-inch slide out. This lets us do our dry pantry up front to kind of store your bread and chips and stuff like that. And you can do your freezer fridge in the front. This is a 45 liter fridge, but you can fit a 60. And it's just nice to have all your drinks and your food kept cold. Come around to the back. This is our slide out kitchen. This is on a 48-inch slide. We do a stainless steel top, and then everything else is an aluminum construction just to keep it light. But just a little bit of storage, a little table extension here just to give you some more cooking space. We do a propane stub out there, so you can hook in with a quick connect. You're like a Blackstone or a Cook Partner or anything, whatever your preferred brand is. And then we have a couple plugs here if you want to do an induction cooktop too. You can just plug that in there. We do our full-size spare standard. There's a 2-inch receiver, which we threw well through the bumper to the chassis. So you can do a 500-pound tongue weight, so smaller motorcycles you can fit on the back there. Come around to the driver's side, and here's our outdoor shower compartment. So you have your shower mixer there, a little bit of space for like your soaps and stuff, and then this will open up into a private outdoor shower tub. Up front is our electrical compartment. This one, the way we built it, has a 200 amp hour lithium battery, 2,000 watt inverter, and the solar charge controller. And we're big fans of Renogy. That customer service is awesome. If you need replacement parts, they're really good about getting that stuff to you. So the interior here, the way this one's built out, we have a full-size queen in the bottom. This platform is another queen up top. And we got it out of the way, but you can just pull it down for when you want to go to bed. If you want to be able to stand up in here, it operates on these gas struts. We have a little bit of storage in the front, some more plugs for your inverter. This is our battery and solar monitoring system. This is our aux system, controls all the lights and the water pump and all that stuff. One of our big separating factors is our modularity. So all the interiors have this slat board, and you can kind of unclip and reclip and move around accessories that you like. Everything's kind of loose now, but they'll lock into place down there. And we make a whole line of our own accessories, or you can go to Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever and get their slapboard accessories. Everything works the same. A little bit of storage underneath the bed as well. Cabinets, we have a composting toilet here, and then dirty clothes hampers under the bed. If you want to get more information about our products, you can find our website at lostroadcampers.com, and our Instagram is lostroadcampers.
Hey everybody, my name is Cass. I'm with Sasquatch XC and we're here at Overland Expo West. I'm going to show you guys the Highland 60. We'll start with the kitchen area. So the kitchen itself is countertop height, right? So you don't have that high kitchen area. Comes with a 3-burner cooktop made by Furrion, as well as a deep bowl sink with on-demand hot water. The cabinet system is made from aluminum, and it's got a 3-bay deep cupboard cabinet, as well as push-to-open drawers with dividers. You got a control panel right here, power for your fridge, water pump, kitchen lights, table lights. You got a 110 AC outlet here, as well as your water level gauge. The thing I like about this kitchen the most is its instant setup. So you just close the door to put it away, close the spare tire rack, and you're buttoned up to get it back open. Open up the spare tire rack. You can unfold this prep table right here, drop it down, got a little workspace. And this new product we have right here, it's called the Chill Drop. We got this ISCO VL75 fridge, and when you open the door, this thing is in the up position. You've got a key fob right here, and you can start lifting the fridge, right? So that puts it in the stowaway mode. When you're ready to use the fridge, you press the down button, and it lowers it down to a height that you can see inside of. On this model, we got the spirit shelf. Holds bottles of booze. Got a little prep station right here that folds up when you're not using it. On the other side, got our on-demand hot water heater. You got your shower controls here. This door is held up by a lanyard with carabiners, so you can actually drop it down and deploy your shower. Got a molly panel up top for your Rotopack, shovels, anything that you want to bolt to it. We'll bolt in these slots, and then you can use these squares for strapping things down. Up front, you got more storage, got more table space, got an adjustable shelf. All of these boxes have independent lighting inside of them. They come on with a red glow, keep the bugs down. You got bedline running boards, big old fender on that. You got BFG all-terrain TAs, 32.5 inch. Looking inside the cab, you got a full queen size mattress, got more aluminum cabinets, you got AC power, you got heat, this one's got air conditioning, all your DC power. And you also have some extra storage up top. This is where I typically put most of my stuff, rain jackets, phones, books. Got a switch panel right here for all your lights, plug in your phones. The max fan up top. The doors have a screen door, as well as an entrance door with a deadbolt. You got your window right here, so you got plenty of options to stay cool, stay warm. Up front, you got your tongue box. This is where central command is at. So you got a towed battery charger. Got your solar panel, inverter charger. This model right here has a 320 amp hour Dakota lithium battery. And with all of that, you still have plenty of storage, both inside the tongue box and up top right here in this cargo rack. This is where I like to put, big bulky items, firewood, things like that. And you got your strap points right here to strap it down. This model right here, we've got a carriage system for a 70-liter cargo box. And what I like about this is it actually recesses down into the roof rack, give you a little better access to your dry storage. Up front, got the handbrake, breakaway switch, you got your heavy-duty tongue jack, and articulating hitch that fits on a 2-inch ball. The trailer itself and the frame's made from aluminum, super lightweight, 2,250 pounds, dry. Give you a look at the suspension system. Got an in-house designed independent suspension with Fox coilovers. The bumper system has integrated corner steadies that drop down, and they also fold up inside of the frame so they're not hanging down. Frame also has a 36-gallon water tank, keep that center of gravity low. You got your reverse lights in the bumper. They come on in reverse on a dim setting, or you got a switch panel right here to get them super bright, flood your campsite. Up top, we've got our solar. So this one has a hard-mounted solar panel, which is nice when the rig's in the sun, but when you get to camp, what I like to do is put it in the shade. Then you got your Squatch box right here. That holds 2 more deployable solar panels. Put those guys in the sun, plug it in the trailer, and you're still charging. Then the bottom shelf, you got an aluminum camp table. Spare tire rack can hold a barbecue grill. Got some max tracks right here. Switch panel with more DC charging, light controls, more storage up front. And then up top, we have this new box, the long box, for all of your long items, camp chairs, fishing rods. You got your tent poles, things like that. So thanks for checking us out. I'm Cass with Sasquatch XC. You can check us out online at sasquatchxc.com, where you can also build your trailer.
Hey guys, I'm Jen. I'm with Bundutec USA. We're located in Northeast Iowa. We've got some great outdoor gear, so a couple things I want to showcase. This is our newest product. It's called the Bundutrail. This is an off-road expedition trailer that you can tow behind any lightweight Jeep or SUV, even a lightweight truck. This is everything built into one. So we have an electric rooftop tent built into the unit itself. 3-sided awning that's reflective, so it's cooler underneath the awning and reflects that sunlight away. On the driver's side here, we've got some of our transformer features. So this is your kitchen. It stores inside the trailer when it's not in use. Once you're ready, you just pull the drawer out, push it back in, flip down, you get your 2-burner stove. Open up both sides here, and you've got all the access to your cutlery, your dishes, anything that you need, cups, plates, all fits and stores away secure, so you don't have to worry about it. In front of that, it comes with a dual zone Snowmaster fridge as an option, so you can get this trailer with or without the refrigerator, for those of you that already have the fridge. This version here is our all-in model. So base weight on the trailer is about 1,700 pounds. It has a 200-pound hitch weight, a 2-inch ball, and your ball height is about 19 inches. On the back of the trailer, we increase the storage for you even more. We give you a swing away tire mount that's got a storage box on it, and then we've got a full storage drawer here at the back. So you've got double-decker storage inside the unit if you need it. And then you also have placement here at the back for a 6-foot table that folds in half. So you can have everything with you stored in and secure out of the way for when you're traveling. Opposite the kitchen side of the unit is your privacy entrance. So when you're actually using the unit, want to get a good night's sleep, we give you a hot water heater that's on demand, so you do have a shower, as well as the privacy room. You've got storage here for both a porta potty and any other shower or blanket gear. And then we do have storage here for clothing and other accessories. Inside the tent, it comes with 4 fans, 2 LED strip lights, and then charging ports, both USB and 12-volt socket. There is also a light and a roof on this added room unit as well. So the Bundutrail is super easy. This unit also has air ride suspension, so you can get it with air ride or with spring suspension depending on the terrain that you travel and what's going to work best for you. All the information is on our website. It's bundutechusa.com, and that has all the information on the trailers and all the other products that we offer, like the rooftop tents, multi-sided awnings. We do a full line of truck campers as well, but all that information is easy to access both on our website and our YouTube channel.
Hi guys, Justin here from Patriot Campers. We're at Overland Expo here in Flagstaff, and behind me is Patriot Campers X-Range living model, the Patriot X3. The X3's probably been the most successful model that we've had here in the United States, because you do have the advantage with the X3 that you can go into the back and you can live inside it. Now obviously on the side, like the rest of our X-Range models, you've got a full kitchen that pulls out, kitchen bench top, very, very small at 3.2 meters long, and the weight of this thing means that you can tow it with absolutely anything. Inside you find a double-sided size bed. You have a lounge area. There's some features in there like a pull-out table, and these models can be optioned with diesel heaters as well. So you get heating inside the tent. Means if you're camping in those colder climates, colder conditions, which a lot of people in the United States do, completely different to Australia, that you're out of the weather. It has a full wraparound awning that covers all the way around the back as well, in a very, very compact and truly go anywhere with the chassis and the airbag suspension on the Patriot Campers X3. If you want any more information, check out our website, patriotcampers.com.
Hi, I'm Kim with BRS Offroad, and this is our Sherpa Gen 3. So one of the things I really like about the Gen 3 is the detail. So we went ahead and added the leather detail, which I love. You wouldn't imagine that it has as much space as it does, but when you climb in, plenty of leg room, plenty of space to stretch out after a long day. So you see we've got your sink here, removable, collapsible, easy cleanup. Just slides in and out. On this side, we've added the Dometic cooktop. Again, just slides in and out easily. Here we've got your isotherm refrigerator freezers. So they work as refrigerator or a freezer, depending on what you prefer. You've got storage here, as well as, so we've added extra storage up top too. So this just slides out, comes down. You can see there's plenty of storage there for you. And now just slide this up, pop it back, close up, lock it down, you're good to go. Everything's secured in place. If you want to come on around, I'll show you. So we've got storage on both sides. Remove these cushions. Got some extra storage behind there, both sides. And this is your Garmin system. This is where you would operate the system there. Got dual fans, as well as, so we've got extra storage in the back. Super comfy mattress. This is about 6 inches thick. So another feature that I love are these massive doors. Open and close. Of course, you can open on both sides. Lets a nice breeze come through. So these windows, just pop these latches. The windows fold completely open, fold down, and then you have your screen as well as the option of a privacy canvas. And these just Velcro up and snap here. Screen rolls down. Velcro. So that gives you your screen, and then again, you have your option for your privacy canvas, and that just snaps into place. These windows pop open as well. They all come standard with the bush awning that you see here. Also, let me show you the shower. Here you have the Julka shower, which is actually dual side. You've got wet side, dry side. You've got your water hookup right here for your shower. So you just pop it in, you're ready to go. You can also use that back here for the kitchen. You just pop it in right here, and you've got your valve right here for on off, hot, cold. If you'd like more information about our trailers, you can find us at brsoffroad.com.
Hi guys, my name is Louisa and I'm with Happier Camper. This is the HC1. What makes Happier Camper unique is we have a double hull fiberglass structure. That means it's 2 layers of fiberglass, and that's how you get that white smooth finish on the inside. It's really great because you essentially can empty everything out, hose it out, and there's a drain on the floor. So easy to clean, easy to maintain. Our campers are made out of these cube modules. You put different cubes together to create different setups. We have cubes that have a fridge, so fridge cubes, shower cubes. We have a kitchenette, we have toilet cubes. So you really get to create your own setup. The tabletops are really neat because other than acting as a table, you can actually squeeze them in between the cubes and start building your bed setup, just like we have in the front. You can add different components such as the bunk bed if you wanted to sleep more. You can add an awning, you can add solar, AC, heating. In this camper, you can sleep 4 to 6 people depending what kinds of modules you get. We also have this version with a built-in kitchen and a built-in shower right in the corner. So you can still get this size with those built-in commodities. This camper is our lightest trailer. Fully loaded is about 1,500 pounds, which means you can tow it with a Subaru Outback, with a Jeep, with the Tesla Model Y. On our resource center, you'll find a page there with all of the EVs and hybrids that can tow our campers. The HC1's greatest feature is the rear hatch door. Very unique within a fiberglass travel trailer. This rear hatch door allows you to have really nice fresh air go inside and capture really great views while you're dining or resting. We have something called an adaptive row, which consists of 2 cubes, a tabletop, and 3 cushions. Now, to make a bed, you need a different amount set of rows. 1 row is a twin, 2 rows is a full, 3 rows is a queen. In between the rows, we have the tabletops. So you use everything either when you're in dining or in sleeping mode. So to put the tabletop up, you just get one of those poles, twist them on, and then you lay this on top. And then to go back into bed setup, you squeeze the tabletops in between the cubes. You get what we call the folding cushion, and you lay that flat. So our cubes can come out just like that. This here is our cooler ice cube. You can put some ice or ice packs in there, and it is insulated. The lid is a cutting bore, so you have an option there. And we have other cubes that are meant just as storage, like this one over here. And they all open from the top, or you can get them with an upgrade like this one. This one's called a deluxe upgrade with this door that opens. This is the kitchenette. This is the modular kitchen option for the HC1. In here we have a Dometic faucet pump. This stores inside and it's easy to stow away. It comes with handles so you can move it in and out of your camper. Inside we have a 3-gallon freshwater tank and a 3-gallon gray water tank, which are easy to move in and out, so you can easily dump or put fresh water in there. And then we also have a utensil pouch here, which you can put some utensils or your dish soap, sponge. For the bottom, we have a standard deluxe cube, which means you can store your pots and pans or a portable stove. You do have an option of getting a drawer fridge here, and I'll show you one in just a moment. So it all started with the HC1, but a few years after that, we created the Traveler, also known as the HCT. Here we have the Traveler Summit. The Traveler Summit has all the bells and whistles, with the Fiamma awning, a solar panel, as well as a lot of cool amenities inside, like a full-size fridge, a microwave, a kitchenette, and a bathroom. Let's go inside. In the Traveler Summit, we have this front area here. That's a dinette, perfect for 2 people. This tabletop can drop down and you can create a twin bed. So it's perfect for a 3rd person if they're joining your trip. Here we have a closet, as well as hidden storage on the bottom. We have a full-size fridge with freezer and regular fridge that works off of electric power or propane. And then up on top, we have a microwave. This is our kitchenette in the Traveler. It has a sink and 2 burner stoves. We also have some storage up here. Right behind it, we have our bathroom. It has a shower, a sink, and a toilet. It also comes with a vent and a light, an optional air conditioner. And behind me, we have our second living area. This makes up to a full-size bed or dining for 4. Optional TV as well. And a lot of lighting for your reading necessities at night and all that good stuff. All of our campers come with a built-in AGM battery. You could upgrade to get solar. The solar package comes with a 100-watt solar panel. The AGM battery gets upgraded to a 200-amp lithium-ion battery, and you get a 2,000-watt inverter. Other options we have is the Bluetooth speaker, wireless phone charger, and this here is really great. This is the controller for our heater. So if you get a heating option, you can heat the water in the camper if you have tanks, or it becomes a furnace for the camper and stays really, really nice and warm for winter camping. If you guys want to learn more about Happier Camper, you can visit our website at happiercamper.com or our Instagram at Happier Camper. You'll learn all about our products there, and then also different configurations that our customers in the past have done, like bright pink campers or built-in bathrooms and kitchens. Thanks, guys.
Hey folks, welcome to Kimberley Campers. You're here at the Overland Expo West in Flagstaff, Arizona. So we're here just representing an Australian brand. We've come over here. Kimberley Campers, we've been around for about 32 years. Over in Australia, we've been here consistently for the last 5 years. We've got the worldwide launch, or actually so like the American launch of the Kimberley Kube this weekend, which is Kimberley's take on the new Teardrop camper. Our products here are very different to what's out in the market at the moment. We're a brand that specializes in off-road and off-grid, specifically with all the amenities of everything that you need. We're running airbag suspensions on all of our units. We're running diesel-powered hot water systems in all of our units across the entire fleet. And also there's no wood in any of the construction at all. So we're running hot-tip galvanized chassis. We're running independent trailing arm suspension. We're running vented disc brakes on everything. And then we're running lithium batteries across the whole range. Solar panels come standard on everything that we do. And our focus really is getting you out there for longer, getting you to some of those out-of-the-way spots. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll enter into the Kimberley Kube here. As I say, there's a galley all the way through. Inside the Kimberley Kube here, there is a fair bit of seating for somebody. You can get dressed inside here, so you don't have to go outside. You don't have to lie on the bed to do it. It is that little bit squished. It doesn't pop up, but we've got a product that does that. We've got the bench top in here. This is all thermoformed acrylic, so Corian is what we're using there. We've got bamboo draw fronts. The bamboo side of things is all the sustainable materials that we try and use in everything that we're working. Everything comes with a 12-volt fridge. So this is a 130-litre fridge freezer that's easily accessible from the outside, but easily accessible from the inside as well. We've got storage up underneath the drawer here. We run fans internally. It's a full king-size bed inside here. We've also got a ton of storage and space once you move on and in. So inside there we've got that tons of space, tons of light, so it's not claustrophobic at all. And your two side windows open up. They are midgie screened or they're privacy screened, so super comfortable. You don't feel claustrophobic, but a ton of space in terms of like that traditional teardrop market. We're running composites inside here as well, so it's an alloy bed frame, an alloy bed base, and then we've got the large stainless steel kitchen on the outside of this. A whole lot of storage up the top here in terms of the overhead cabinets, so they're pretty deep. They go all the way to the back, and then there's about 6 of them in total. LED lights throughout, internal reading lights up the head, about 4 charge points for USBs charging any of your devices. On this particular unit we've also got a 2000 watt inverter, so that'll run most of your power consumption needs, even little small inverter, induction cookers. So what we'll do is we'll pop outside to the outdoor kitchen. We've got a large stainless steel kitchen here. We've got cutlery drawer on the inside. We've got storage for our bits and pieces here. We do actually have a cooker that goes inside this drawer here. So you've got a gas cooker on the outside that'll sit there. On this one here, it's a high-powered wok burner, able to do a whole lot of food prep here. We've got our washing with our diesel-powered hot water system on the outside, but there's actually a breakfast bar around this side. So on the breakfast bar here, if you've got little kids, they're able to come sit here, or alternatively it just doubles your workspace in terms of what we're looking at. As we move around to the off side, we've got access to our air system. So on the air system here, this will basically run our compressor. So it's got a built-in compressor for your airbags on here. There is a jack there so that you can power up your tires. So we run about a 10-litre tank of compressed air inside there, but it is all remote control, so like that there you can basically drop or you can lift up your suspension. So leveling it out is super easy in terms of where we need to go to. So that'll go all the way up there, and that'll be much higher than any vehicle that you've got, and essentially you can just drop it to whatever you need. So we've got approximately about 7 inches in travel. In the outside here, we've also got your outside hot and cold shower. So with the hot and cold shower, essentially, so like we put a a shower hose on the end here. It's got your shower mixer here, and you're able to have either a rinse off, or we do external showers, so we do a full external shower on the outside here. There's a change room just off the main door and an external shower there, so it's like you can basically have a hot and cold shower, step into the change room, get dressed, and then step into the van itself, so you're not getting any dirt inside the van at all. And then we've got 2 water tanks on board these guys here, and you're able to access either of those water tanks. So essentially, so like once you've finished from the side, from one tank you're able to flip immediately over to the next tank. From our side of things, it's a 70 litre and 110 litre. I'm not 100% sure what that is in gallons. On the side of the units here, we've actually got so like your rock sliders. Those rock sliders double up as somewhere you can just sit and tie your shoelaces, or a little workbench on the side of the road. But they also double up as storage space for being able to get to access to bits and pieces that you're keeping on the roof. Jump down from there. They then tuck away nice and neatly, and then they're all nice in line, nice and narrow for towing directly behind your vehicle, but super solid if you're doing any off-roading, if you bump anything off the side. So we're accessible, so like from the folks in America here, so if you go to our website, which is kimberleycampersusa.com.au, and that's campers with a K, so Kimberley, Kampers USA.com.
Hello, I'm Brian from Bushlapa Off-Road Caravans. Here is the Bushlapa Miskruier. It is one of their lightest caravans. It weighs 1,900 pounds dry. It has a pop-up roof design and a rear entry on it, and it's shown here with the galley kitchen pulled out, and we have pantry storage on the side here. So this trailer is made of stainless steel and aluminum. It's a stainless steel unibody and aluminum doors, roof, and interior. That's really the key to how they keep it light, but yet don't sacrifice anything in strength. In the back here, we have a little kitchen cleanup area, and then we have our rear entrance here. Let me step inside. So here, this trailer is configured to sleep 4 people. We have a queen bed in the front and a double bed on the side. There's also storage, interior storage. We have cubbies that zip close with canvas, and a pop-up roof. So I'm 6 foot, and this roof is, I believe, 6'8". So that leaves plenty of room to stand up and move around in here and fit 4 people in here comfortably for sleeping. So if you'd like to know more about this trailer or any other Bushlapa trailers, please visit bushlapa.com or email me at brian@bushlapausa.com.